Hello, hello. So, I don't know entirely what I'm doing tonight. I really need to beat that dang bridge, but I also kind of don't want to try it again while the Snow Imp's brittle doesn't work with shield correctly. Because I think if that weren't bugged last night, I would have been able to beat it. I think. Possibly, potentially. And so that has me a little discouraged from trying it again, although I'm sure that I could overcome it still. But I want to... At least part of me wants to look into some speedrun stuff. And just kind of test how it works. And figure out exactly, like, what to be doing. Because I have no idea, once we get this full game, what exactly it's going to take to beat the full game. Now, I assume we're going to need really high prosperity. I assume we're going to need basically all of the stuff that you would need in the physical game, except hopefully not to have captured every pet. Because that's by far the worst part of the board game, is capturing all of the pets to finish out the puzzle book. And so I just want to mess around a little bit and see if I can get the battle goals that I want, or the personal quests that I want, to work. And just test it a little bit. So I think that I want a Blink Blade who needs to get 100 gold as his personal quest. And so what do I need to do to reset this? No, that's the same thing. So if I just go back. Okay, nice. That gives me different ones. And this will be a lot faster if it's just random names. Oh, come on. We're almost there. I think I want Dangerous Game early. I just want quests that I know that I can complete. So I'm thinking basically, I always want one character who wants to pick up a ton of loot. And that character will get all of the loot. So, like, Greed is good character, picks up all of the loot that they can, and the other character just stays kind of naked. And then the Loot 5 Herbs quest, that person will pick up as much loot as they can, and the other one stays naked. Unfortunately, we can't start with the Thieves' Hood, which would have been really cool, to make one of the loot ones a loot 2. But it's fine. Wing Shoes Poison Dagger is good. Like, what is there to complain about? And so, if we're pairing something with Blink Blade, the personal quest to me that I think makes the most sense is to get 150 experience, or kill 2 Algox Guards, Lurker Claw Crushers, and Robotic Bolt Shooters. I want to get as much prosperity as I possibly can super early, because I found a really cool strategy with Geminate, where once you're prosperity 3 and you have enhancements available, Geminate has so many losses that are so cheap to enhance that you can create a new Geminate, buy items with your starting gold, sell those items to get half as much starting gold back with the prosperity 3 starting gold, and then with just crafting one potion and selling the potion ingredients, you have enough gold to purchase 5 enhancements and retire Geminate with playing 0 levels. Which is really cool, and it's really nice because retiring Geminate gets you the Into the Forest achievement and skips having to play that level, but then you also just don't have to use a Geminate. Even though I don't think Geminate is bad, but... So I'm looking at either a character for a lot of experience. So Bone Shaper could definitely get a lot of experience, but it's slow. Drifter could as well. But what other battle goals would or personal quests would I be accomplishing early? There's loot 5 herbs. I think I'm going to have loot 5 herbs be a snowflake, because then I have an idea that I think works really well with that. With the snowflake. There's 5 boat sled climbing gear missions, which we can't really do in the early access. But I will need a character with that personal quest. And they'll play scenario 21, scenario 14, scenario 10. And then I guess 22 and 42. That is sounding to me like a Deathwalker will be good in those specific scenarios. So 150 XP, I think, is either Banner Spear or Drifter. And Drifters may be the way to go here. So 150 XP from cards, and it just means that I'm going to play tons and tons of... Oh man, maybe I should just grab Dangerous Game while it's right here. I want to see how long it takes me to get this 150 experience. And then am I going Boots of Speed? Let's do Boots of Speed. I really like having Boots of Speed for early because the priests can be really rough without it. I want invisibility, mostly for the move and loot. Don't need hit and run. And I don't need overdrive. And it's nice to have borrowed time for the priests. But I think the Blinkblade Drifter route I had for this level doesn't use borrowed time. Destructive Fury and No Remorse are both really good. We can drop Draining Arrows, even though it is good for getting ticks back. I probably use the bottom of Relentless, so I think I'll try to keep Unbreakable to make sure I get XP. Do I just go like this? Maybe this is fine. Oh, I definitely want Fortitude. So, no Precision Aim and take Fortitude. Although we could get experience from the Precision Aim tick. Let's try this and just see how much XP we get in a scenario. Move every turn. It's not too bad. Never collect from end of turn looting. We want Blinkblade to pick up all the loot anyway.
The sounds greet you first. Muffle. But a fight...
And let's just see how much progress we can make towards some retirements. How quickly it can happen. Because I think ideally, like, these two characters are some of the ones that take longer to retire. But I think ideally they're both done in, like, 8 levels. No, 150 XP in 8 levels wouldn't be possible. Maybe I shouldn't even go for 150 XP. 100 money can happen really fast, though. Theoretically. I routed this out to only being, like, 40 or so levels to beat the whole thing. Alright, we'll just, Crushing Weight with Relentless and, go slow sap speed with Temporal. This guy will run forward. The priest we don't care about. I've gotten so used to the animations being this fast that I don't even notice them being like... I don't even notice ×5 being kind of crazy fast. Alright, ticks on Drifter. That, it does feel a little slow. We would want this, and we played Temporal to hit him with the bottom as well. And then ideally this guy is dead. Cascading with Kinetic Transfer. Run over, make this guy suffer. Hit with wound, hit with wound. Go fast and hit this guy. Heal out a priest is annoying. Maybe I should have gone later, but it's fine. Let's attack and see if we can kill with a +1. Hey, easy. And then I think I just target the archer here. And I move to the archer. No. I should move to the priest because there's a loot token over here. And the only thing I care about on Blinkblade is picking up loot. So we come here. Make him suffer. Do not push. And hit with Cascading Reaction. Alright, well that didn't end up being worth anything. Now there's double loot there to pick up. I guess that has to be Experimental Adjustment bottom though. Which means I have to go fast. And then just Twin Strike so that I can hit him is fine. And then just Fortitude is... it's possible to kill. So we loot. That's no money. And then a +1. Oh no, a 0 kills because this is Fortitude, which has Pierce. Okay. Then Blinkblade picks up all the loot. Although it's going to take a while to get there. That gives Drifter time to just set things. Do I need to go back twice to get experience on that? I'm not sure. Dang. I need to move 3 while slow, and I don't have it. That's kind of crazy. I guess the Power League loss gets there. Even if it feels kind of dumb. Okay, there's 6 gold. And some ticks. And then I think sustain momentum too. Because why not, right? We can use those ticks. You can't change the hotkey for skip action. You can't change any of your hotkeys right now, which is crazy to me because I've always had my skip action be T, but right now the hotkey for it is B, and it feels so wrong. Oh, I guess I should have moved because I need to spend as many moves as I can. We will drop, I guess, kinetic transfer, even though it's pretty good. And then just 1 turn of going slow, moving in, and long resting. Is this going to use one of my charges? Continuous health. I'm at 2, so we'll see in a second. Man, it took so long to prep these characters. I kind of feel like Drifter's slow. Are there any big differences in digital versus physical game? Are all the characters unlockable? No, unfortunately, in early access here, we only have... oh, wow, I have no cards left. We only have the 6 starters and then 2 of the locked classes, but in a single campaign, you can only unlock 1 of them. So a maximum of 7 characters in a single playthrough right now. And then in terms of differences between this and physical, in physical you get to decide any ambiguity, which just makes it a lot easier when it comes to things like where monsters are going to push you and stuff like that. But it does makes for a more fun experience to not have to do all of the monster stuff yourself. I think I'm gonna lose this. I've been watching an ungodly amount of Frosthaven gameplay in the last week. I've only become more convinced that the devs really need to allow players to view enemy cards and draw piles. I would love to be able to see like what card they drew the last couple turns. Like what cards they have in the discard. You know, because like I think it would be nice to have a way to look up, like click on the priest right here or something and have it show you all 8 of their monster ability cards, but it would be really nice if it showed you the ones that were in the discard right here, so that you can say like, okay, is it a 2 in 6 chance that they're going to heal right now, or is it a 1 in 3 or something like that. It would be really, really nice if they helped you out in that sense. Yeah, this is not good. This is very not good. Oh, like that. But being disarmed is like really bad. And yeah, playing 4 ticks isn't possible. I feel like Banner Spear may just be better if the goal is getting a ton of experience. If the goal is just killing some of these guys, then Drifter's really good at that. I guess I have to let Blinkblade get... No, I can let Fist or Drifter tank it. Oh, was this attack with poison or... No, it was retaliate. Oh, that is not the kind of damage we wanted to see. Blinkblade. That's okay. Blinkblade's saving a +1 for over here. Dang. Probabilistic strategy is central to getting the most satisfaction out of your gameplay choices. Yeah, it's really, really nice to say, you know, if they draw these 3 cards, then this plan would work. But if it's this one, and then making your decisions based off of something like that. I wanted Sap Speed to go over there and make them suffer, but it's fine. What even is the play here now, though? Twin Strike, Temporal Displacement, bottom? Oh, dang. Don't have boots. And he backs out of the retaliate. Good. Do we live this? No, but we have these to get the retaliate off. And then the question is, how much experience have I gained in this level? Come on, Blinkblade. Blinkblade has to go slow here. Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna lose. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. But I'm not getting all the money that I wanted. +2. Ooh. Do I have Blurry Jab? I do have Blurry Jab. the best play is to run away. Although, I don't really run away very far, do I? And they move a lot. Oh, but I can run and cower behind a guard. But then I'm just, like, not even picking up loot, which is the whole point. Let's go play the bridge instead. Oh, come on. The deeper you get into a scenario, the more you've had your ass kicked, the more enemy probably becomes important. Yeah. Just playing with 4 characters is harder. I've just always kind of preferred 3. I wanted that guy to be alive, sir. There's not even a good loot pile to go pick up. Dang, I think I got like 6 gold in here. Now I probably just die. Alright, let's go play the bridge. I was doing a lot of testing earlier. I met autosave of 1,122. On Banner Spear, it always... I mean, I tested 3 different scenarios, and I tested like every possible orientation of summons and then banners. It always, for some reason, only on Banner Spear, whenever you bring in a new summon onto the board, the monsters focus that one like it's lowest in initiative order. Like, they should target the summon that would go first in their turn, which should be the summon that's been on the board the longest. But that's not what they do. And like, I tested it literally at the exact same time as a Bone Shaper, and they focused the Bone Shaper summons correctly, but they didn't focus Banner Spear summons correctly. So that's why my Banner of Valor got focused instead of the Banner of Strength in that one scenario. And I just don't understand why that happens. But I reported it to him today. I know they saw it, so. Let's see. Onto the bridge. I do not know what Geminate's goal is here. Obviously, we would love to get through the first 2 Shrike Fiends without getting completely dominated. But then, what am I trying to accomplish in the second room? Should I bring this Scarab Flight just to get a couple Shield 2s in melee mode? I mean, that's pretty good. Like, I could run in, I could poison all of the Wind Demons, I can maybe wound all of the Wind Demons, and I can have this shield. And so Gem stalls out the Wind Demons while my Fist and Blinkblade kill the Shrike Fiends. I don't hate that. I'm wondering if there's any possible way I could save Dragonfly Surge and not play it in the first room. But I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that's going to have to come. Also, if I play Hornet Stinger, that force changes me, and I don't like that. And the Venomous Barbs for 3 damage into each Wind Demon is also pretty good. As long as they don't have wind to push me away. Maybe we'll just keep these cards the same. I don't necessarily need Flailing Tendrils. Blinkblade can provide those wounds, as can Fist. But I do like the idea of this Scarab Flight. So if we swap a ranged card for Scarab Flight, maybe... What range cards do we have? No, that's melee. Okay, these are all melee. These are all ranged. We can drop Hail of Thorns. Drop Hail of Thorns for Scarab Flight. Kill one or more of each monster type. Kill an enemy before its first turn. Kill an enemy while 3 or more elements are strong or waning. Maybe. How many bugs have I seen? A lot. I reported... I went through the community page thing, and I read through a list of over 50 reported bugs, and then I added 10 more of my own on top of that. Although my 10th bug was just that unfair difficulty is too hard. So I officially added 9 bugs to the report. Are we changing fist cards at all? But like they know about the brittle working incorrectly. And I would say that's probably the most impactful one. Brittle not working correctly is pretty big. Personally, I would say Blinkblade, when Blinkblade plays, it has a perk where it's a rolling 0, but on your next attack, you discard the card to add +2 damage. And when you shuffle your deck, those don't get added back in. So it's just like it's a one-time perk. It functions more like a bless, but it's just a bless that only does 2 damage onto your next attack, and then it's just gone from your deck for forever, which is a little bit sad. I think maybe I'm not going for the piercing pummel. If I can save it for the end, well, this would have saved me in my attempt last night if I had had it. Let's keep these cards the same. Kill an elite. There are elites in the first room. Move no more than 2 hexes. 2 losses in the same turn. This battle goal, it was one of the ones I reported. It doesn't work if you play Persistence. You have to add the cards to your actual loss pile. So something I would have to do like Power Leak plus Drive Recharge, which is not going to happen. No attacks in the first 3 rounds. That's also not happening. So we're just not getting any on Blinkblade, but that's fine. I also feel like we really need to get good luck in this first room, but if we can just not see the 10 show up very many times, I'll be happy. The 10 is just way too brutal in the top room, because even with 0s, they kill Geminate. I think my Geminate has the armor, the cured leather armor for a couple disadvantages. Maybe with that, Gem can just be attacked twice and not have to lose any cards to damage. I would be very happy if we can... Basically, if we can finish the first 2 rooms at the same pace that I did last night. And then I think I just got a little unlucky with how frequently Snow Imps attacked. So Blinkblade, we're definitely going late. I don't need to play Drive Recharge. I can kill this guy without Drive Recharging. So I'm just moving a lot. And I don't have amazing ways to move a lot. I guess Kinetic Transfer plus Reckless Augmentation, I get a move 3, a move 1, and attack at range. So if he stands still, I can hit him for 2. It also sets Ice for Fist, which is really nice because Fist would love some ice. I could use the ice with the Cold Boulder to move all the way in there, but most likely I'm saving the ice for Frozen Over. And then Geminate, we want Hornbeetle Carapace because we're going to brittle these guys. We want Hornbeetle Carapace so that we're just hitting extra hard. And then I guess I move 3 jump so that I'm in ranged form. This is a good position to be standing. Maybe I go for the Dragonfly Surge. I'm not sure about that yet. Maybe just the bottom to grab the advantage. but there is a pretty huge difference between like base attack 5 and base attack 8 once it's buffed up with Horn Beetle. We'll kind of just see. Honorable mention for the worst scenario in the game. I don't think this one is the worst. I do think that scenario 14 is worse, just because there's so much monster management to do. I also personally really dislike scenario 9. It's a really long curved path. You have to move like at least 35 hexes or something to get all the way across the map, and it doesn't tell you basically the whole time you've been playing the level that when you open the door, you have to open the final door, and you have to open it with like a move 5 and a melee attack if you don't have ranged attacks, because it's going, you have to hit these 2 switches that are at the back of the room, and if you don't attack the switches, then it's going to spawn oozes, but the oozes spawn in the only possible hex that you can attack the switch with a melee attack, and so it becomes literally impossible to hit the things that you need to hit with melee attacks until you've like killed an ooze and hit the switch at the same time, but the switches keep spawning oozes until you've deactivated them. So if you just don't have ranged attacks, and it's a really long scenario, so like if you're Blink Blade, you've probably dropped your ranged attack. If you're Bone Shaper, you probably don't have your ranged attack in Decaying Will. It's just very easy to get to that final room, and you just get like a surprise lose condition of, oh, now I can't hit these switches. It's like, it's not even the monsters, it's just these switches that are in the final room for some reason, when like that hadn't been a theme throughout the level at all. Can we go at 10? I can't go at 10 here. But it really feels like I just have to Dragonfly Surge. I have the fire for it. I don't want to switch. So what do I even do with my bottom? Maybe I just go at 27 and I just don't move and switch. I can into my Embrace Mind Spike next turn to switch into melee. Blink Blade. I'm just hitting, right? I stab them all on a slow turn because it's the same damage output on a slow as a fast. So we'll go Precision Timing. They just played the Retaliate, so they can't play that here. Precision Timing with double time? Sure, why not, right? I just get a few hits. There's no downside there. Is that scenario in the Algox path? Yes. Yeah, it's in the Algox path if you kill the fist. Heading towards getting the piece of the crown. So I believe that scenario is in the demo. This isn't too bad. I can take attacks for 6 and melee, like of all of the things that they could do, it definitely seems like the tamest. Just not going to use any of my items here, and kind of hope that I don't draw any of my rolling +2s. We will move for the experience though. This is going to be another one of those cases where I finally beat a level and I've gained an entire level. All right, 20 damage out of Dragonfly Surge. You can't complain about it. Both Mind Spike and Into My Embrace are 3/4 range, right? 3/4, 3/4. And so this guy is currently at 3/4 range, and he won't be moving, so this is a very good place for me to be. So we just don't move or anything. Okay, crit into the brittle. Works with me. And a +2. I feel like I'm going to have enough time to heal up that I can afford to take that, but maybe I shouldn't have. Also, I should have reset ice. I didn't set either element, so I don't have a brittle coming out here. I think I need to go fast. Maybe I should have used my perk to not take that 8 damage. Let's see. Blink Blade gets to go fast again, so... Twin Strike is better fast than slow. And... going invisible wouldn't be bad. And then next turn, stab them all top. We've done very little damage, though. I wish I had more bottoms that did damage. I guess theoretically stab them all could, but that's not super likely. Oh! You know, I'm just now realizing that after finishing off this room, Blinkblade can just breakneck speed and teleport up here and join the rest of them. Join the other two. And then we can just all go through this door together instead of going out separate. It probably doesn't matter, because Blinkblade has so much movement that if I want him onto the Wind Demons, like, that's not a problem. But it's kind of cool that we can do that. Here, I want to go fast, and I guess I let Fist break this brittle. The only problem is that I would love to kill these guys. I would love to kill one of them so that I don't get hit. We're spamming out attacks. I get attack for 4, attack for 5. So that's like 9-ish damage. And if I do the attack for 5, if I throw everything into this guy, I could kill him. We'll just have to see what they're doing. But I have my health potion I could eat here. I could go with Thick Frost to get the ward. But if they get their 10, then I just die. And they did get their 10. Which is why I needed my 10. And I think I will go ahead and boots here as well. And I just throw everything into this guy. Ugh, we definitely did not want to see -2. Alright. Now Fist at least is pretty likely to kill. I think this is fine. We also get that heal 1. I wish I could advantage this. What exactly is my deck like? Okay, if I Heavy Sword, it's impossible for me to miss the kill because I do have Glancing Potion. So, let's do that. I would love the Heavy Sword to go into this guy. It would have killed without it, but I like the safety. He's just going to back up, so the Retaliate's not going to do anything for me. Which is good, because I don't want the Retaliate to go into the Brittle. So, we will get... maybe Ice, and I Icebound Quills him. Or maybe Leaf, and I Draw off the Bedrock him. And then I just have to heal up here. And guard myself. Wish I didn't have to use those, but I really feel like I do. And then this Hex is fine. I guess I could have picked up the loot. Alright. Okay, we take a lot of damage, but we're still alive. Invisible. At least the scenario doesn't get hit, I guess. Okay, there's one of those rolling +2s. That means that this attack is for a lot, because we got the rolling +2, so let's Heavy Sword Spyglass. And maybe we crit. Easy. Oh, and we lost the other. Discard this card for rolling +2 for forever. They're just not here anymore. Oh well. Alright, but that damage is very, very good. I'm pretty likely to kill this guy next turn with a slow turn. Man, I do not like Fist's position. I could Piercing Pummel Loss for the heal, but that feels bad. I can just run into him, reapply the brittle. Unfortunately, I cannot outspeed here. Part of me really wants to just do Icebound Quills. And I think I will. This guy can't be disarmed, which would be nice. But I'll just get on top of him and I'll double attack him next turn with, like, Venomous Barbs, Changeling's Boon. It'll be fine. Blink Blade, we just go late. We let the scenario get hit once. Or do I try to kill him? No, attack for 2, attack for 2, attack for 1 is not dealing 12. Even out of a Blink Blade deck. Well, especially without any of those rollings. But I get to grab my ward here. I get to reapply this brittle. So it's not amazing. He's immune to disarm. And Heavy Sword would have been nice. Oh. I just don't reach. Which I definitely did not realize. Have to heal up in case he gets his 10. Whoops. I wanted to play my loss into him. Alright, and the first time the scenario's hit. Not too bad. I think this is going a little worse than yesterday, though. Ugh. Is this... Okay, this is going to be Blink Blade's final turn. Yeah, this is definitely going worse than yesterday. And I can't even recover Thick Frost. Yeah, that would kill me. I can get Draw of the Bedrock, though. Oh, I definitely should have used my boots to get away, though. Because if it's the 10, it's bad. Rush to the End. It's a big attack. As long as it doesn't miss, it kills. I want to go after and reapply the brittle. And I just attack as hard as I can, which unfortunately now is really, really light. That is so sad. So maybe I just go faster here to ensure my safety. Okay. Rush to the End. We take the extra plus. And we kill. Can I reach there with Teleport 5? I could get in there right now if I really wanted to. If I really wanted to. But I would... I mean, I'm just long resting anyway. I think I'm going to grab the loot. Flame Fruit's good. I can't get all the way away. So we will just do this. And I survive because he's not attacking. He's just making me suffer. I can't believe I didn't reach last turn with Icebound Quills. That was so dumb. Okay. Not horrible. Okay. Good modifiers on Gem. Unfortunately, I cannot recover a card here. Long rest. Oh, and I'm stuck in the wrong form. Okay, I'm playing very poorly. I think I just have to hope I'm fast enough to run away from him. And if not, then I just have to reset. But it looks like I am. Although Gem may just have to lose a card. It's going to take so long for Fist to heal up. Technically alive. They need Blink Blade to go save him. That's so sad. We'll drop kinetic transfer. Oh, wait. I want to undo this because I can use my Amulet of Life first, and then it'll refresh. And I get one more heal. Icebound Quills is really good. Venomous Barbs is really good. A lot of these are really good, but maybe I won't be in position to use Mind Spike. It doesn't do very much damage anymore. Maybe Changeling Boon isn't going to help me if I'm just fighting Wind Demons, as I think is the plan. And then we need Blink Blade to come to the rescue, unfortunately. I think that this will be enough, though, and Blink Blade... Well, Blink Blade just gets attack for 2, attack for 1, actually. I can go in either form here. I don't think I have the regenerate for myself, though. Unless I do the Into My Embrace. So I just need to think about what cards I want to save for the next room. And I think that this works. And then I long rest. Okay. So Fist dies if he's not dead. So we will Boots. Blink Blade teleports over. Skips the attack. Moves in. Attacks. +1. Okay, we're not going to use any items. We're going to save them for the next room. +1. Means Gem needs a 0. And it's a very, very base deck. I'm just going to Frenzy Potion. Alright. So I wasted Boots of Speed. And now I don't switch, which I think I actually prefer. Fist needs to spend so long healing up. I have to play Piercing Pummel in this next room. So what do I not need? Maybe I just don't take Frozen Over? Although I can use it to heal up now a little bit. But, like, when am I even going to be able to go into this next room? Having Ice for Frozen Over is good. I need Cold Boulder for the Snow Imps. Seeing Stars is generally just my best attack. But maybe it just doesn't fit for Fist to be doing attacks. But I can't bring myself to drop it. I'll drop Frozen Over, even though it's really, really good. And, trying to think if I set Leaf, if I can get Leaf in this following turn. And I can't, because I was planning to do Thick Frost top to heal for 6. So I guess maybe I'm just going into the next room, and I'm just hoping Fist survives somehow. And I just don't quite know how that is. But if I move in 4 and I draw off the Bedrock... Okay, well, Blink Blade can't go this turn. We have to go slow. So that gives me 1 turn to, I guess, Thick Frost, heal for 6, and then just recover the other card. Which makes me want it to be a really cheap card, which is Cold Boulder. And Jim is going to set Scarab Flight. For the shield. Blink Blade, my top. Ah, Blink Blade can set the Leaf. And that'll be good. So I eat the leaf. I heal up. We're back on the bridge. Yes, Banner Spear did eventually get out. Man, I'm just so low. Unfortunately, move 1 also isn't the greatest here. But we get the leaf, is most important. So am I going now, or am I holding off for a second? I guess I'm just dropping Thick Frost. It also means that I only suffer 1 to recover this, which is pretty nice. And then do I go 1 more slow turn? I can grant an ally move 6 with Rush to the End. I don't know if it quite works out. This feels quite bad. This feels quite bad. All right, I run in, I switch, and I just do an attack with Firefly Swarm. And I have 2 disadvantages. It didn't refresh these, but I do have them. I have 2 disadvantages, and I have 4 shield from my Scarab Flight. Or 8 shield from my Scarab Flight. And maybe I theoretically don't have to lose all of my cards. We'll get a Venomous Barbs into the Wind Demons, and maybe an advantaged attack somehow. Some wound with Reckless Jab, Mirrored Knife. Something. We'll make that work a little bit. Here, I just run in and I brittle. And then on Blink Blade, I'm going to need quite a bit of movement. But Rush to the End doesn't work without 2 time tokens. So if I'm going fast, I can do Quantum Uncertainty and double the chance that I crit. And so I just have to hope Precision Timing is enough movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then is the Strike Fiend right here? I think he is. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're fine. Let's try it. I thought I was already at 12 health. Alright, we run in.
Blood and feathers.
Yes, Blinkblade does reach.
Bone.
Wind Demons disarming. If I were resetting Leaf, that would be potentially nice. Strike Fiends pull at range 6, so this guy will pull Fist down, but it's a lower damage card. I think it's -2 on the damage. Speaking of -2 on the damage, that's so underwhelming. We will move. We will move. We will Quantum Uncertainty, and let's see what the interaction between Quantum Uncertainty with Lucky Dice is, because hopefully we can draw our miss here. Big damage. Okay, we got 1 crit, and we got the miss. 56 damage attack. Oh, good job, Blinkblade. Good job, Blinkblade. Nice. It did it correctly. It didn't use my glancing potion. Quantum Uncertainty worked. I did not think that that was going to happen. Very, very happy with that. And now all of a sudden, Fist is just healthy enough. Geminate can't solo these guys, can it? I can allow the scenario to be attacked some. Being disarmed isn't the end of the world if I just want to go for Venomous Barbs this following turn anyway. But maybe I would like to get a wound with Reckless Jab first. So, range 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I go here, I get hit 3 times. Let's let the scenario get hit once. I wish they were moving, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I go here, I only get hit once, which makes it easier to not have to discard cards on the Venomous Barbs next turn. Oh, it's not even worth playing Firefly Swarm for an attack for 0. And the scenario is tanky, but the damage really stacks up quickly in the room with the 5 Snow Imps. Okay. Okay, the Scare of Light Shield worked out well. And then we recover Draw of the Bedrock. Unfortunately, I don't have my helmet to get Leaf. So we're gonna have to go slow. Unfortunately, I don't think Fist can 1v1 this guy. And also, unfortunately, I don't know if Gem can... Well, no. Actually, no. I know. Gem cannot 3v1 these guys. But we'll just have to... We'll just have to hope I'm faster. Do I have my boots? I don't know if I can trust that or not. I think I do not have my boots. I think I used them because the Shrike Fiend went at 9 and I didn't want him to make Fist suffer. I guess I would love to Seeing Star's bottom, but Seeing Star's top sets up Leaf for a Draw of the Bedrock so that Blinkblade can get that on the following turn. So we just go for that. Or I let Blinkblade 1v1 and I start sending Fist up this direction. That would work pretty well. The only problem is that I can't get an attack with Seeing Stars up. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I would love to see a lot of movement out of Wind Demons. So range 3, move 3. I think this is really good. Because this is range 3 Retaliate. Yes, if I disarm myself, this is range 3 Retaliate. So let's do this. We can be disarmed. We have a Cure Potion. It's fine. And then I could get a shield. The Retaliate wouldn't help me. But I think I could move down. This guy's going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So if I move to this hex, he moves here. This guy moves here. This guy moves here. Something like that. That puts them where Fist needs to get to here, which is 4 away, which Fist just barely doesn't reach. Alternatively, if I stand still, this guy goes 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's about the same. I'll take the 1 shield instead of just, like, giving them one hex closer. I think this means Fist is going to hit here, because I get to pick my element. I think I'm going to push into the corner as well. There goes my Glancing Potion. I get Leaf. Ooh. I will Stamina my Cold Boulder. And now it's a move 6 to get up there for the next turn. And then Blinkblade just comes down here and attacks this guy for either 4 or 7. Next turn, I'm long resting. Okay, I'll take a +2. And then I just tank him this turn, and I long rest next turn. We get our Retaliate, and Scare of Flight reduces the damage quite a bit. Okay, we need to see not a +2, or not a +1. -1 is very good. Alright, that's all of our Scare of Flight. Oh, and Blinkblade gets to keep the ward. I love it. Let's see. I think I get back Lacerating. 1, 2, 3, 4 doesn't reach. 5, 6. That actually still doesn't even reach move 6. So do I get back nothing? I mean, I would love to set both of my elements and get a Lacerating Eruption onto them. But this following turn, I'm using the Ice on Cold Boulder to move up there. And I just don't have a way of setting my elements after that. I think that means I don't recover a card, because I'm not healthy. And by not recovering a card, I can just short rest the following turn. Maybe... Yeah, if I go late, maybe they will have... Maybe they will have run down to chase Gem. I kind of want to short rest Gem to get a faster card. Yeah, I'm going to short rest to get a faster card. And now, I think I still like Reckless Jab. Hopefully 14 is fast enough. They do have both a 9 and like a 2. There's the 2. So that's bad, but at least now I have cards in hand to lose. We live that. They get extra shield. Oh, we live that too. I swear the game is trying to make something up to me. Let's drop Firefly Swarm. Gem's not going to get to live to see into the following rooms. And so I think I just want to get a wound off. I could go for the Icebound Quills, but they got extra shield already. So let's just Cure Potion. Go away, Cure Potion. Do I have my Amulet of Life? I do not have my Amulet of Life. But the wound gives disarm. So I'll poison myself. And I will not gain the wound. And I'll go for this guy. And I Mirrored Knife him. And he will get... Oh, but I didn't get the wound, so my Mirrored Knife doesn't get the wound. Dang, I didn't think about that. Alright, I move forward and I get close. Poor Gem. Wow, that ward really worked out well. Alright, what do we drop? Twin Strike is okay. It can set Leaf for Fist, which can be really good. Quantum Uncertainty is really, really good. Drive Recharge could go, but I wouldn't mind getting the Regenerate to heal up before going into this next room. Do we drop Reckless? If I do double time Breakneck Speed, then Reckless becomes an attack for 7, which is really good, but it is a lot of self-suffer. I think I drop Reckless. And I still have my Power Potion. Am I short resting here? Am I long resting here? Is a potential question I have. I don't have any elements for Draw of the Bedrock, so what's the point? I don't have elements for Piercing Pummel, so what's the point? And Cold Boulder is doing nothing to these guys. If I long rest, I can get my helmet back. Even though it's not stamina efficient for Fist. Gem, it's kind of looking like your turn is going to be disarm some guys and sacrifice yourself. Or maybe just step back, drag down all of them, and get another poison off. Blink Blade. Only one fast token. I wish I don't feel like I have to use it here. If I go slow, this is in the 30s, which is fine. I can tank and attack if it's fast. And then rush to the end. I just got back my Heavy Sword Spyglass. So if it's just an attack for 4, that'll kill. I don't hate it. Actually, you know what? No. Let's go stab them all with Quantum Uncertainty. I can grab the Strengthen, and then I definitely kill. That'll work. Everybody's very fast, and the Wind Demons are going invisible, but I went 99 on Fist, so I don't care. Did he set Dark? Yes, he set dark, which is good. I can use that element for myself. The heal is really unfortunate. Alright, these wind demons definitely prove to be an issue. Oh, I totally wasted the spyglass. But I didn't want to get retaliated to death. Oh my goodness. I guess at least I have 3 time tokens, but... Wow. Man, what even is the play? If I can't form change, because then I would be exhausted. And they're invisible, so I guess I just, I mean, I could grab the chest. And then I still have 1 more turn. I can run up and invisible something. Or poison something. They're the ones doing the invisibling. Alright, fist. Is there any shot I drop Thick Frost? No, because it's my leaf generation. So we need Thick Frost and draw the bedrock. I need Lacerating Eruption to deal with these guys. And even that doesn't even do it super well. So it has to be Seeing Stars. And Dark will still be there next turn. So I set Leaf. Yeah, I think set Leaf with Thick Frost and... Cold Boulder kind of makes some sense to heal up each time I get hit, because Wind Demons don't hit too hard, and then I amulet this into Ice. Blink Blade, it's going to take me forever to get over there. I think I'm just going to Drive Recharge myself to get the regenerate going. Oh, it's going to take so long to get up there. I do not like it. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I am in big trouble. Okay, they are multi-target. Does that mean that Gem is dead? I think it does. Unless... So this guy sees Gem. And he doesn't have to move. So Gem is just dead. Let's go here, because this is where I want to be standing for next turn. We will set a Cold Boulder. Can't attack them because they're invisible. But I heal after I get hit. We turn the Dark into Ice. And I Lacerating Eruption next turn. I didn't realize that that guy was going to be running away, but it's fine. Gem has Dancing Slippers? No, that's Fist that has Dancing Slippers. But now they're still in a Lacerating Eruption. I just go right there. I might as well. I don't see any reason not to. And then I need this healing. Cold Boulder or Thick Frost. I probably cannot afford Thick Frost. But I probably need one of them. Draw of the Bedrock to make sure that I'm fast, and Lacerating Eruption to get all of them. Blink Blade, I guess... Double time Breakneck Speed. Move for 7. All right, they are meleeing, which is really good for my retaliate? Question mark? Let's just heavy sword this guy. It did like nothing. I can't pull this guy, can I? No. But they're not going to back up to avoid my retaliate. I just make sure that Blink Blade doesn't get into a small triangle pattern with Fist. See, and the Hourglass now would go pretty hard. And these guys do have a heal card, so it's definitely possible that they get that. Not too bad. Draw the Bedrock, Lacerating Eruption. Those are going to cost the same. Both of them cost 3. But I need the initiative on Draw of the Bedrock. Speaking of initiative, Blink Blades is not amazing. So hopefully they aren't 2 or 9. And they're not. They are attacking with pull. So I can set 3 retaliate. Okay, this guy will die. Blink Blade will go in and hit this guy. I don't know, maybe setting the retaliate is dumb. There's a chance that the guy misses. There's not a chance that Blink Blade kills. Crit would just do 1 damage. So we'll poison this guy to make it more likely to kill over here. Yeah, it wouldn't have done any damage. And then now I have a token, so big damage. Okay, beautiful. They all go down here, but it took 3 rest cycles, which is not what I wanted. It's fine. We ignore the damage, and we get pulled in and retaliate on him. And they both died a wound. Can't recover a card here. So we take a nap. Let's see. It's gonna take so long for Fist. Okay, we'll have to Piercing Pummel. Okay, the way to win this is to clear this room with Fist and Blink Blade both, then get Blink Blade in front of this door, set breakneck speed and double time, use my power potion, and kill this room in like 1 to 2 turns. It's the only way. If I can get this room in this Blink Blade rest cycle, we're in amazing shape. If not, I don't know what's going to happen. I need Twin Strike to set Leaf on Blink Blade. That's very, very good for me. I need Quantum Uncertainty for invisibility. I need Breakneck Speed and Double Time to go as hard as I can into this room. Maybe not Double Time, maybe just Breakneck Speed. Because what does Double Time's bonus even get me? It gets me an extra attack with Precision Timing. And that's it. Okay, so I do not need Double Time's bonus, but for now, Double Time's damage is good. Attack for 3, attack for 2 is good. So, need, want, and want. I think all of this means that I drop Drive Recharge. I am also already currently regenerating. So I don't necessarily need that. We need Piercing Pummel. That's going to be our only way to have a chance here. So I maybe drop Lacerating Eruption, except it's really good into the Snow Imps if I can get my elements set. I will Thick Frost move to set my Ice. Well, I've been faffing about. You've been coming up with real winning strategies. So step 1, revive Geminate. Ooh. Why did I not think of doing that? That's kind of crazy that I didn't even consider it. No, I think I think it's definitely still possible at this point. One big problem is not having good movement on Fist, so I might use the granted movement on opening the door. I really just need Snow Imps to not be attacking on turn 1. It's a 3 in 8 chance. Because if they don't attack on turn 1, I can have my ice set ahead of time. I just, like, move 3 into the Strike Fiend. I brittle it. And if they're not attacking, then I survive the turn. Then the following turn, I get the Piercing Pummel, attack 5 advantage, heal, based off the brittled amount. That's my best bet. I think I get Leaf here for an extra heal. And then maybe. So, Thick Frost, which I will drop, which will be fine. So I'll get Cold Boulder because it's cheap to recover. I go slow here, and I Twin Strike after Fist, which will set the Leaf and get me closer. And it doesn't matter with my top. Thick Frost for the good heal. Cold Boulder to the door. And then now it's going to be even cheaper to recover Cold Boulder, which is good. Reset the Leaf. And we're going. And we're walking. The only problem, I'm not sure exactly how far away from the door the Strike Fiend is, but I think my move 4 is enough. And so what does Blink Blade do? Do I go fast and just move as much as I can? I kind of want to just go slow. Let's go with this and we'll just see what happens. Please, no attacks. That is an attack card. It is single target at least, and they're not eating my Leaf. Good card out of Strike Fiend. Also, this is not a shuffle, so they're more likely to not attack next turn. The problem is that now Fist is going to get dominated a lot. But now that I think about it, actually... Oh, I would have loved that +2 next turn. I think this is fine. The scenario is going to get hit here some, but I played Rush to the End, which I can use. Oh, it's Grant first. I was thinking I could move and then grant him movement. So I could move in with Stab Them All, grant him movement with Rush to the End to back him out, and then Snow Imps get closer, but don't hit us this round. They attack the scenario for 4-4-3-3. My characters probably cannot. Yeah, back on the bridge. This is where it's really tough, because the brittle is bugged and does twice as much damage into shield as it should. Or, like, shield should block twice as much as it does. So, my options. I could move 4 with Blink Blade. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move 2 with Stab Them All, get an attack for 2, an attack for 1. Blink Blade would be standing right here, which means that these two would focus Fist, and these two would focus Blink Blade. That is survivable, especially if I get good damage into this guy, although attack for 2, attack for 1 is never killing. Alternatively, I move in, I back Fist up, we just let the scenario get attacked. These guys group up for me a little bit better, and then... Unfortunately, Blink Blade isn't even doing that good of damage next turn. I kind of feel like I need the damage here. But am I just sacrificing Fist? I think it would be. So I can get attacked a little bit. They have a lot of movement. Are they actually just all hitting? Let's see. This guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So from here, this guy hits this scenario. I think it's going to be okay like this. I'll go here. This way, Blinkblade's going to have to tank this guy and this guy. Fist is going to have to tank the Snow Imp and the Shrike Fiend. But Fist has some shield. -2, I would have way rather seen that on the next attack. Oh, I could back up. It's going to be attack for 4, which is basically an attack for 8. So I survive as long as he doesn't get plus damage. Blinkblade really needs to see... Okay, miss is good. Oh, I did not realize Fist was getting hit again. Okay. So we should be taking 0 from this, but instead I do get hit. I guess now I have to Dancing Slippers. And I go right here. And this guy hits Blinkblade. +2, Blinkblade dies. Everything else, Blinkblade survives. Why did I think that one of them wasn't reaching and they did? That's not very good. Yes, I will recover this. It will cost me health, but I'm also recovering a ton of health right now. And hopefully these guys aren't doing anything. If it's the 10 out of Strike Fiends, I lose. So let's just have it not be that. Let's just play into it not being that. They have 2 37s? This may be recency bias, but you feel the scariest enemies are many more times intimidating in Frosthaven than Gloomhaven. The only exception to that would be cultists, in my opinion. Oh, they do have 2 37s. I just didn't even realize that. Okay, suffer 2, that's fine. Man, this is so potentially bad. We really need to get amazing damage here. I need Fist to, like, kill. Does Fist have card? Okay, Fist does have 2 cards to lose. I think Fist will have to lose 2 cards this round. Let's poison this guy. Let's move here, because we're going to get out. Let's hit this guy. Oh, actually, I would have way rather spread these attacks out. I'm going to undo it. I said it, like, before I pulled the modifier, so I don't feel bad about undoing that, because I was thinking it before I attacked. Alright, Poison Dagger this guy. Do not move. Spread damage here and here. Nice. No, don't. Did that use my glancing potion when it didn't take it at advantage? That's so stupid. That is going on my list. That is so stupid. It literally just completely 100% wasted my glancing potion. You really hated Wind Demons in Gloomhaven. Elites with innate disarm was so insane. It was so insane. I always think of the triangle solo scenario. It's also so annoying that this guy has Retaliate too. Because I go in and I attack into the Retaliate 2 right here. And most likely die. If it's not a crit, I die. If it's a +2, do I kill him? I don't know. Oh, and I have to drop these 2 cards. But now I get a heal 14. And I get to hit every Snow Imp. Which is why we spread the damage on Blinkblade. But man, losing those 2 cards is so painful. At least on the bright side, I'm gonna be pretty safe here to long rest this following turn. Except not even. Because the guy missed, and so I didn't heal off the thing immediately. Oh, I can't long rest because I played a loss this turn. Oh, and Blinkblade has to go slow. Maybe we finally get no attack out of Snow Imps, and the Shrike Fiend misses. Or he just does one of the cards where I suffer 2. I mean, I would really love a long rest, but I guess the only realistically possible way is if I short rest. I'm just going to click long rest and see what happens. It's my best odds of potentially winning. Why is it attacks every turn? Oh, I just need the Snow Imps. They have 3 cards where they don't attack. I just need to see that. Do I even outspeed 43? I do outspeed 43. But what can I even do? I kill the Shrike Fiend and I run? Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to undo that one. Dang. It's just another loss, I think. I can't cross this bridge. The short rest card is Stab Them All, which is pretty bad. Especially because I really need that for the initiative this round. Theoretically, I could go here and kill both of these guys, but then I just definitely die to those. So, it's run away? Why is that health bar still there? Oh, actually, I wanted to test if you can teleport onto the door, because Deathwalker can't teleport onto doors with her card that lets her teleport adjacent to a shadow. All right, we go slow and we get closer. And then next turn, we go in and we go invisible. Finally, they didn't attack. That's not a shuffle, but they did shuffle on this previous turn. So that's actually really bad. They're very likely to attack. I guess I'm going invisible, though, so I don't care. If I think I need move 2 over move 1, even though I would have gotten the heal. And I guess that 3 health is just going to stay there. Yep. We knew they were attacking, but it's fine. I would love a kill. Okay. That's essentially a kill. Not quite as good because I can't be standing next to them, but essentially. They're attacking again. That's a shuffle. But now this means I'm super low. They keep critting. So I can't even do invisibility stuff in this room unless the Strike Fiends just never hit. And also I can't kill the elite. I feel like my only possible way would be with breakneck speed, but I can't suffer the damage. It's definitely possible that I kill them here. Although it might need Power Potion to do so. Come on, Blinkblade, you got this. You got this. Well, we just don't use that spyglass and we're fine. It was close. I didn't need the heavy sword either, did I? No. All right, 11 health left on the scenario. And less than that left on me. One, two, three, four, 5 hexes is actually kind of hard for me to go at this point. Quantum uncertainty. I mean, we just gotta get in there. I think it has to be Twin Strike. And I really just need to start hitting. If I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's not really very good. I think we go with this. So this is a move 4. Oh, I guess this only gets me 1 more point of movement than going the other way. So I get off an attack for 1. Okay. Well, I can reach with invisibility, but then they kill the scenario. And I'm always dead here, except for like 0, -2, or -1, -2, and then miss. This level's not fair. And I just don't understand why the snow imps are always attacking every turn. I just need a little bit of them chilling out. We need to see very low damage. Very low damage. Alright, we need a miss. And the scenario goes down. I don't even know what to do differently, so I think we just go back to the outpost. Geminate trying to deal with the wind demons was just not a good idea. I don't know. We have a sled. Another attack. Another attack. I can't even remember the last time I didn't get attacked. Fire cannons into the water to drive them off, or if it's a tug of war they want, you're happy to oblige. I think Fist is strong, so we tug of war. Our defenses are improved, and fewer buildings will be attacked, but we still get attacked. Love it. I only have one soldier. Do I have materials? Not many. But we can lose inspiration. Alright. Let's give the hide to Gem. And we get some levels. Does Gem... Okay, we took Dragonfly Surge. And then Thresh and Flail, Luminous Descent. This Luminous Descent is kind of interesting. Move 4, Stun 2 is like, it's okay. It's a little bit sad. And also it doesn't make very much sense for ranged form, because like you move in and then melee stun, and then you can't ever do a melee attack in ranged form. So the top heal does sound nice for Fist, especially because Fist could set the light and Gem could heal 2 targets and then set the ice. That does sound really, really nice. But I want this Thresh and Flail. I like the loss on it. The bottom pull, I think, is going to be really good for setting things up. And a perk. We get... These are just in such a weird order. We put Crit Brittle Self in there. Take out the -2. 0 elements to elements are just so underwhelming. Let's put Crit Brittle Self in. But this deck is just so bad. Poor Geminate. Fist gets a cool option. We have Shattering Blow. Consume ice to brittle all adjacent targets. Attack 6, consume ice to make it attack 8. And that's just really cool. But the bottom is also really cool. Move 3, heal 3. Ice to make it move 3, shield 2. Leaf to make it move 3, heal 5. That's so good. The last Fist I played, I took Draw Strength, so I've never tried the Shattering Blow before. So I'm going to do Shattering Blow. But Draw Strength is also pretty good. 2 target attack 5. If you hit both, then ward self. And you can like brittle both of them on the turn before with Frozen Over and ward yourself. And then attack them both for 5 and ward yourself. Or on the bottom, you make all enemies in range suffer 1, which isn't very much damage to suffer, but then you get to strengthen allies and it sets Leaf. So like this is a very good card, but Shattering Blow sounds way too fun to play that loss. I don't know how I'm possibly going to afford to put a loss in anywhere. Can take out a -1 for a 0. Let's get this other set Leaf card. And then deck building this is going to be difficult. We need to drop a melee card on Gem. So could be Hornbeetle, but I like Hornbeetle. Yeah, let's drop Changeling's Boon. And instead pick up Thresh and Flail. Good loss attack, especially if you combine it with Venomous Barbs to get attack for 2, attack for 5, attack for 4, attack for 3. The pull, I think, is also potentially useful for my party, and the pull is really good with Corrosive Acids, because you can pull an extra target in to get the brittle on them, potentially. Fist, though, what on earth are we doing? This is where it starts to get really tough. Do I potentially drop either Draw of the Bedrock or Frozen Over? I don't want to drop Frozen Over because the ice is really cool and fun. but maybe it just doesn't make sense to try to have this in my deck. I could drop both Frozen Over and Lacerating Eruption. Where is it? If I drop both Frozen Over and Lacerating Eruption, then I don't need to worry about this ice. Although maybe I still want Lacerating Eruption because my new card has a really good ice use on it. Where is it? It's 18 initiative, which is nice and fast. We're already not bringing our level 4 card of Mountain's Fist, which I want. I just don't know where I'm getting these elements from. Draw of the Bedrock really wants elements. Shattering Blow really, really wants elements. And, like, what am I even playing this with? I need a top that doesn't need elements to play with this. So I guess I could get Mountain's Fist, and my turn would be move 3, heal 3, attack 3, and set Leaf to set up a Draw of the Bedrock, which isn't terrible. Thick Frost helps me set up Leaf, which helps me get healed, or Brittle. Seeing Stars helps me set elements, so that's really good. So pairing Shattering Blow with Seeing Stars is amazing. Although it is still just move 3, heal 3, attack 5. Which is slightly underwhelming. I can't afford Piercing Pummel, but my new late game final turn card is Shattering Blow, which is really, really good. So maybe I want Encased Punch to have just an attack that I can do. Maybe I do want Frozen Over. Because I did keep Lacerating Eruption. So all I dropped was Piercing Pummel. Maybe I don't need Cold Boulder. I mostly just use this for the move 4. And to have a cheap card to recover. Because if I don't bring Cold Boulder at this point, I don't have a level 1 card. So I could do Encased Punch instead. But if it's between Leaf and Ice, I think I want Leaf. Oh, I don't even know. I can't do Fist. Fist is too hard for me. Furious Factory. I haven't played in absolutely forever. Maybe we'll attempt the upper spire. This level can be really hard. But I think Blink Blade's going to be really good here. Let's try it. This level is also really, really RNG heavy.
Blown off track by the winter winds, you come across a monolithic door deep set into the mountainside. You knock on the towering, gem-crusted stonework, but it feels so thick you can't even be sure the sound carried through. Whoever or whatever created it made sure it was impervious to both the elements and unwanted guests. An inscription is written in a language you can't easily make out. A receptacle on the doorframe looks as though it wants an offering, but what would fit?
I have no idea if I have the power core or not. I do not remember, but let's try to apply power to it.
You press the charged core into the
And we did.
doorframe's receptacle, and it mounts with
You got an Orchid Wand. What does it do? During your turn, lose a morale to perform Bless all allies and self. One-handed? It's got to be one-handed. I'm not sure. Let's just give it to Geminate. I think Geminate has an open hand slot. Oh, I didn't like do anything in town. I just went straight to the level. It's fine. Applying negative condition, that works for me. Lose a card to negate 5 or more damage. Please no. Kill an enemy before its first turn. I doubt it. Kill an enemy while 3 or more elements are out. Never exit a hex adjacent to an enemy. Never kill an elite. Remove a negative condition from myself. These guys don't give negative conditions. There's Muddle, but I can't remove Muddle from myself. And there's Disarm, but I can't remove Disarm. So we'll never kill an elite, and we'll just fail.
This dark metal tower was built for some purpose. and you're certain the truth.
So we
will
already
be at the
finished
top.
the Spire
You need to
quest
see where this
line.
beam of red light leads.
Well,
When you
yeah,
step
we know where
into
the beam of red light leads. It
you
goes
feel
to the
that-
top of the Spire. But we beat that guy already. So this level has Chaos Demons, which are very difficult because they can go at 1 or they can go at 98. And they theoretically can set every element, but that set every element card doesn't work right now. It doesn't set them, which is kind of unfortunate because I wish it did set them for me, at least some of them. This level also has a beam of light that when you enter it and when the monsters enter it, you get just a totally random thing. And there are 12 different options, and I don't remember what all of them are, but it's like when you walk into this, you could either get warded or suffer trap damage, or you could get brittled, or you could get healed for 8, or you could get wounded or cursed or muddled or blessed or strengthened. Just about anything that could happen will happen, which is rough. Living Bones also have the innate multi-target, which is rough, so I don't want to be grouped up. 39 health on Chaos Demons that's certainly a number. So where are we going? What are we doing? I almost don't even want to play one with the mountaintop here. What if I just play the bottom and get both of my elements? That would set me up for a good Shattering Blow the following turn. Or potentially a Frozen Over. I don't know. Let's play one with Mountain with Lacerating Eruption. We'll figure it out when the time comes. Geminate could move forward and disarm this guy with Reckless Jab. Of any options I have, I feel like I like that one the most. 20 is a good initiative to do that. And then this guy's disarmed. I don't have to worry about him for a turn. Blink Blade. Maybe Blink Blade wants the push. To be able to push these guys through a Chaos Beam and just maybe make one of them suffer trap damage. Fist could pull Withdraw of the Bedrock. But maybe that's just giving the monsters too much of a good idea. What if... Okay, so I put Fist over here, and Blink Blade can just go fast and go in and go invisible. And then at least I don't get multi-targeted down to death. Geminate will come up here and disarm this guy, and we'll figure out where we go from there. Oh, Blink Blade does have the push card. I think I like starting invisible. Move up invisible. Maybe Reckless Augmentation this guy. Although, then I would rather save the... I can stab them all while invisible next turn. I think 22 is fine with me. If it's the 20 out of skeletons, I'll be mad, but... Okay, cool. 1 out of Chaos Demons is... It's fine. Oh. Okay. That happened. Let's drop Precision Timing? Breakneck Speed? I maybe just am not going to be able to afford to play Breakneck Speed at all here. Getting crit on turn 1 wasn't what I was hoping for. Now, though, I think Jim targets this Chaos Demon since he came closer and the skeletons aren't moving at all. And so I can attack this guy with Poison Wound, Disarm. and remove my poison and wound. I cannot believe that I just straight got crit on turn 1. But we will get a poison going on this guy as well. There goes my glancing potion for the rest of the level. Where did I even get cursed from? Is that just a scenario effect? I think it's just a scenario effect. That's crazy that that's just a scenario effect on top of all of the RNG from everything. But -1 time token at disadvantage, I will definitely take. If I'm here while invisible, then skeletons can't stand here and hit both my characters. So why not, right? We made very little progress on this first turn. But maybe it's fine. It feels like Fist does such little damage that for Fist to be my level 8 character feels really bad. Because, like, I can hope that Fist can tank for the round, but... yeah, Shattering Blow just doesn't work very well with Frozen Over, I guess. Because they both really want that ice. I don't know. Elements are too hard on Fist. I can drag down the Living Bones Elite and immobilize him. I really like that. This guy's disarmed, so just Venomous Barbs. Drag down. It'll put me in ranged mode, which is really bad here. Because there's not very much room in this scenario. But I can just, like, pull this Chaos Demon through and hope that he suffers trap damage. And even if he doesn't suffer trap damage, he can't get the heal because he's poisoned. So that's not that bad. Alternatively, I could pull him right now with Thresh and Flail. But we'll go for that next turn, because I like the Immobilize on the Elite Skeleton. Fist is just Brittling, and that's basically it. Blinkblade will go late, and maybe I rush to the end one of the Brittles. One target with all attacks theoretically is bad, but we actually are kind of prepped for it. At least as much as we could be. So drag down gets me an Immobilize right here. And let's throw the Poison Dagger, because why not? Push doesn't really help or hurt, because, I mean, this guy's immobilized. But he generally has enough movement, he's always going to reach. And we get a little bit of damage. Then double Brittle. And we back away. Oh, I was already warding myself. So Thick Frost was pretty redundant. So the Elite doesn't get all of his multi-targets. This guy hits me once. And I'll receive the damage and use my Dancing Slippers to go over here. And then this guy has to go all the way around, and he doesn't reach. And it created the fire. Yeah, and I just move here. Unfortunately, this uses one of my tokens, but... I mean, attack 18 in a Brittle. What more can you ask for? Alright. And we've almost killed the Elite. Gem has done its job really well of buying some time. Fist, either Frozen Over or Thick Frost. What is the play at this point? I probably am going for a Seeing Stars this turn. And that doesn't really care which of these cards I get back. Let's get back Thick Frost. Although that's a lot of damage. Yeah, I just don't understand how to play Fist, I think is what it comes down to. Alright, we're going fast here. It makes sense to stab them all for going slow next turn. Precision timing. I could kinetic transfer and just hope that I can push this guy through the stuff and kill him. Hopefully the living bones just like stand still and heal. It would mean this guy gets rid of his brittle, but... Oh, that's right. I had to lose a card to damage. I think I just want to position myself and pull somebody in. I could Dragonfly Surge into this guy with advantage while he's brittled. I'm just going to position myself and pull somebody in and hope that they get some really bad negative effects. Okay, move 4 on the elite, move 2 on this guy, but the elite 1, 2, 3, 4, we can actually get away? Not enough. Not quickly enough. We're gonna get surrounded. But Blinkblade can come down here. So... do I have a chance of killing this? Not really. Attack for 3, attack for 3, attack for 3, attack for 4. 3, 3, 3 is 9 plus 4. So if I put everything into this guy, I could kill him. And that blocks, that prevents an attack 9 advantage. It's one of the most disgusting things I've ever said. I guess if I come over here, the living bones aren't hitting that hard. Let's start with Twin Strike and see what happens. +2 is good. Wound. So if I Frenzy Potion, there's a chance that it kills. With, like, crit. Or +2. Okay. But now, okay, I see it. This is why I did it this way. And I totally did it like this on purpose. Now I move here. The elite. He sees 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. The elite cannot get to this hex to hit more than one of us. So the elite goes here, which then means that the normal can't reach Blinkblade. And so I actually just want to stay exactly right here. Good. Oh, this is their heal card, so there goes the brittle. That's so sad. All right. Well, I wanted to Seeing Stars and push this guy into the thing, but that's not happening. Man, push 1 on this is so sad. Disarm's nice. I already had Leaf. So I guess I can brittle this guy is probably what I want. But I need to... let's just set Ice for Shattering Blow, maybe? And then I'm setting Leaf right here. And what is Gem doing? I could attack this guy right now, and I get to pull him in for a little bit. I would rather get the elite, but I don't think that's really going to happen. I go into melee mode this next turn, which means that I'll have to Draining Pincers, so I guess I'm going to, like, Icebound Quills or Thresh and Flail. Thresh and Flail into the Chaos Demon sounds good. Let's just pull this guy in. Let's get a good effect. They got double cursed. Can I walk through the Elite Skeleton's parking logic last turn? So the first thing he sees is that he has multi-target. So if he can get to a hex with multi-target on this turn, he will. So he wanted to get to this hex. But since he only had 4 move, he would have gone 1, 2, 3, 4. And so since he cannot reach a hex to get multi-target, then he just goes to the closest hex to hit a singular target. Because if he went here or here, he was only going to hit 1. And so they choose the path that has the least movement to get there. Because he was never going to reach anybody else. I take attack 7 advantage now. But this is where I want to be. So we will stay right here. At least I'm warded for it. Thick Frost or Seeing Stars. What did I decide I'm going for this turn? Shattering Blow. With I don't know. Maybe just a Draw of the Bedrock, but that's a little slow sounding. If it is Draw of the Bedrock, I want Seeing Stars. But that's so much damage. Alright. Thresh and Flail, Draining Pincers. Hopefully it's fast enough. Oh, speaking of hopefully it's fast enough. We'll stab them all, Kinetic Transfer. And we'll just see. We will just see. Shattering Blow for the shield and everything. Shield and the heal. Which maybe means maybe I do Seeing Stars? Because, like, do I want to brittle? I get the shield too, and I get the heal. And then I could brittle for Gem's attack. Gem is attacking for 5, for 4, for 3. 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 2, or plus 3 is 12. So brittle doesn't help that much, but it definitely could be the difference between a kill and not a kill. I'm just not a fan of the initiative. But even if I don't pick up the kill, then the final hit just goes into this guy, and it's not super inefficient or anything. 74 is such a bad card. Such a bad card to see here. This means... Alright, I have to move with Draining Pincers. So Gem is doing the Thresh and Flail loss attack. If there's a chance that it kills this guy, that could be really good. And I can move up here and I can shield and heal everything. This guy's disarmed, so we just ignore him for the turn. And then this Chaos Demon attack is actually not as scary as the Living Bones attack is. If that's the case, then Fist does have disarms he could potentially draw. I have 1. Yeah, I have 1 disarm left. So let's just see that disarm. Is it not going to give me the option to eat the ice? Okay, that's weird that it made me do the leaf before the ice. Oh, I'm muddled, so I'm basically never getting a good effect here. Alright, +1's fine. So he's going to hit Fist. Gem doesn't need an element, it doesn't help, so we will just set, I think, Leaf for myself. And then I'm going to heal up. And ward, because I'm taking attack 5, attack 5, attack 5. Although I guess I have shield, so maybe that was dumb. This is a slow turn. I could come down here and target the Chaos Demon with Stab Them All, which makes Geminate's higher damage thing go into the Living Bones. I could come down here and pay a time token to push these guys through. So I could, like, hit, come down, push. If I do that, the Chaos Demon doesn't reach anybody with move 3. If I push it here. Move 3, it doesn't reach anyone. But I'm also just planning on it being dead. But just doing a couple attacks into this attack 1 feels really, really underwhelming. So I think I'm going to come down here. Not pay the token, even though I would like to. And just hit this guy a couple times. Okay, that makes this an attack for 4. And I get a good attack next turn. Gem now kills. I don't have any items to use to buff this up. That's a little sad. Alright, -1's totally fine. And then... Wow, yeah, this is actually really underwhelming. I wish I had venomous barbs. And do I let... I guess I let this normal hit gem, and the elite will hit fist. Because it would be 2 attacks for 4. Which is, well, Fist has the shield too. No, Fist is taking 3 attacks for 5 this turn. I can't let him take any more than that. It's so crazy. This room is so difficult. Alright, I get missed. Where are those disadvantages coming from? Oh, Seeing Stars muddles. Okay. That worked out so well. Why did that guy move? He definitely should not have moved. Whew. Alright. Seeing Stars is good. I can push into the thing. We haven't seen any effects from it except for the curse, right? But the monster deck should have 2 curses in it. Wow. They didn't draw the crit. They didn't draw either of the curses, but they drew like all of their bad stuff. They have 1, 2, 3 cards left in the deck, and 1 is crit, 2 are curse. Or 6 cards. Can I afford to recover a card here? Shattering Blow gives me a nice bottom. Or I just brittle. Because I don't have ice here. I think Seeing Stars is... It just gives me what I need. Although what I really need is to not die. And that I don't know about. Mind Spike, if I could theoretically get far enough away, maybe is worth something. Scarab Flight, if I could theoretically get far enough away, could be worth something to push these guys into the thing. But I just can't get away. 4-5 range would be like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would need to move 3 to get 4-5 range, which I could play. So I could come down here, Muddle Curse myself, hit both of these guys for 4. It's just really, really underwhelming. I could go down there and Mind Spike and immobilize them. And maybe that's better. Come down here, Mind Spike these 2 guys. They're immobilized. Fist just pushes 1 into the thing and runs away. I don't think I can do any better than that. The only other possibility would be a Dragonfly Surge into 1, so I could just target down the elite and try to kill it. Blinkblade is long resting here. So I really don't want Gem to be running right next to him. And unfortunately, I don't know why Mind Spike is only 4-5 range, because it makes it so hard to set up. Yeah, I would have to be like here to get all 3 of them at 4-5 range. So it's like I do a little attack with Smoldering Hatred that probably doesn't do much. I play my Lost attack with Dragonfly Surge, which could be good. We could kill the elite. Or I immobilize both to keep Fist safe, but then Gem takes some damage. Here, I think I just go fast and I push one away. And then I recover Draw of the Bedrock. And I brittle the other one? This means I'm not getting anything out of my leaf. It's fine. Stand still is very interesting because I was planning to immobilize them, but now they're just standing still. Let's muddle this guy. Let's push him into the thing. Let's see some trap damage, maybe? No, we strengthened him. That's not even that bad. Make leaf. And I also get to make ice from my modifier, and then I just step to the side. Or Blink Blade. Geminate. Yeah. I just attack the elite for 2. And then now I don't have to switch. So if I want one more range turn, I can get it. It's just that it doesn't really do anything. So do I want to switch and go to melee and short rest? I think I do. I would really rather not short rest, but we really didn't have to lose very much getting through this first room. Just a lot of my brain power is the only thing we've lost. And we're still dealing with quite tanky skeletons. Quite tanky skeletons. So hard to get this damage. I definitely have not been switching forms each round. How has that not been lost? If I go here and I switch to melee and I short rest, I can drag down both of these guys. And that's like way too good to pass up. Ooh, nice. Didn't they just shuffle? Nice, they just shuffled Natural Mist to the top of the deck. I love it. I absolutely love it. What else do I love? What else do I love? I love dropping Twin Strike? Like, not really. No, I want Twin Strike because there are Wind Demons in the next room. And so getting that Pierce on Wind Demons is very wonderful. I don't have any wounding attacks. It feels so weird to not have Blurry Jab. I need the invisibility. Do I drop Kinetic Transfer? It feels like the push is such... The potential push 3 on a target is such a... maybe game-saving win condition. So, but I haven't talked myself into any card that I actually can lose. Is it stab them all? Is it just not good enough with all of the shields running around? It's fine into the Chaos Demons, but attack 2, attack 2, attack 1 into 39 health is underwhelming. Maybe I just drop Drive Recharge. It's my only way to consistently go last slow though. Or invisible. So I guess I'll drop Precision Timing. It's good for burst into Chaos Demons, but that's it. I could pull this guy into myself with Draw of the Bedrock. I don't want to suffer a ton of damage. So I think it's Draw of the Bedrock. Then I have both elements, so I Draw of the Bedrock and Lacerating Eruption. And that's a pretty good turn. We short rest here. We want Drag Down. We Draw of the Bedrock, Lacerating Eruption on everything. And we have 2 time tokens, because I just rested. And so maybe it's like stab them all with Twin Strike and I just focus on mostly this guy. Let's go double time with Twin Strike. I'll pull this guy in. I can go 1, 2, 3. You go 1, 2, 3, attack, attack, move. Yeah. I like that. Venomous Barbs, good card, but it wasn't dragged down, which is what I really want here. Okay, this is a very good card to see. Fist, show me just not spawn a skeleton. Muddle him. Nice. I have not been getting any of the good effects on them. One of them got strengthened one time. Like, that's fine. Alright, very, very nice turn here. And this is what Geminate is really good at. I am not going to push this guy into the beam, because I think there are a lot of good effects. So we'll just not push him. And then we just stay here. Right? I switched into range form, so let's come down this way to potentially help reach something. And then here I need winged shoes. I will jump over. And then I get to hit this guy. Okay. I had my discard rolling +2, but now that's gone for forever. And there's my curse. It's fine. That guy dies to the wound next turn. One enemy left to go. Lacerating Eruption, Draw of the Bedrock costs the same to recover. So let's just get Draw of the Bedrock. And then we can rest next turn. Ranged. I can just Mind Spike into my Embrace. And it's fine. It'll switch me to melee, but I can just switch right back to range next turn. I mean, it feels like this guy's just dead, right? I want to go 34. I really want to just go 34. I want to be lazy and go 34. And then just 2 cards here. If he gets the 20, I'll be mad. 12, I guess, is fine. Maybe Fist will kill him. Okay, Fist will not kill him. That was not quite going to happen. I'll let Fist get the money bags. Hopefully we get an herb? No. I know there's flame fruit here, which I don't have very much of. Do I pull this guy in now? I guess I do. Is there a general strategy for Bone Shaper? You've mainly been spawning all the summons early, but they are slow to get anywhere. Basically, you just wind up walking around the map with Bone Shaper. I assume that's picking up loot. My preferred way to play Bone Shaper... Are you... like super early game, or are you still... I really like the single target summons for the Bone Shaper, so at level 2, if you take the Unearthed Horror, I think it is, I think that summon is pretty good, and I think that's a better way to try to play early with the character. So I like the bottom of Damned Horde. You can try to get close to monsters, and with the bottom of Damned Horde, put some curses in their deck. Really early game, I like something like Damned Horde and Eternal Torment, which you could potentially get 3 curses in the monster's deck. You can go for that early into a scenario, and your odds of drawing them eventually are pretty good, and then you'll always feel at least a little bit useful. You're trying to find ways to get your little skeleton guys to just absorb a couple hits. Make sure you summon them late, and then hopefully if they can get off one attack and if they can absorb 2 attacks, that's generally about the best that you can hope from the little skeletons. And then once you get the stronger skeleton at level 2, doing things like granting him attacks can be fun. Playing Wrath of the Turned Earth for its bottom loss will make the summon ignore the next 3 sources of damage it takes, and so all of a sudden it can actually survive for a while and tank a little bit of damage, which is nice. And then just it's a lot easier to keep one little summon alive than it is to try to keep several. But you can still summon your just little tiny non-lost skeletons to absorb hits for you. But for the most part, the easiest way to deal damage and feel good about it is to have that single summon. And then skeletons do a lot of tanking, and I got wounded. We've like only seen negative effects. Skeletons do a lot of tanking and curses when they get drawn. You end up negating a lot of damage for the rest of your party. You just don't really always deal that much. Alright, well I guess I just poison this guy. Or I can go into this wind demon elite. Dang. What's my card for next turn? I'm playing Drive Recharge with Kinetic Transfer. So I don't get all too much out of a poison on this guy. Maybe I want the wind demon to go down. I should have done my double time and everything before coming in here. Should I target a skeleton? I really just don't even know what my approach. Good luck. Bone Shaper can be... It definitely can be rough. It's by far the easiest character to feel completely useless on. But when things go right, it can be pretty fun. I do good damage into a Living Bones if I hit one. Did I... Okay, when I stepped into the Chaos Beam, it spawned one in this room, which is so annoying because it's going to hit Fist while he's long resting here. But I think that next turn I can just walk into the Chaos Beam and I can still teleport in here, which means that we've only seen really bad effects. So I don't want any monsters going in the Chaos Beam anymore. So I'm not doing any pushes. I think I just try to kill this skeleton. And these guys will just do a whole lot of nothing. Alright, I mean, we live, but at what cost? And now Gem, I can run in and I switch to range form, and this is just not a good place to be. I don't have Mind Spike, which I think means I want a Dragonfly Surge on this following turn. So I think I'll try to position myself for a Dragonfly Surge. Maybe with Scarab Flight for some shield. Go here. What was my thing? I gained Regenerate. Oh, and this guy suffered trap damage when I came in. I really wish it had been the Wind Demon instead. But it's something. And I can come over here and we get one more random effect. We know it can't be any of the super bad ones because the Double Curse is gone. The Summon a Skeleton is gone. So maybe I just run over here and I Icebound Quills this thing. I don't have a ton of losses played, but all of my lost cards so far are melee form. which I don't like. So what if I come here and I melee attack this guy for 2? I'm not positioned for a Dragonfly Surge. If I'm here, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 4 or 5 range, so I just need to step 1, and then I can hit the Chaos Demon with a Dragonfly Surge. Or if I come onto this side, I can hit over here. The problem are going to be these Wind Demons. I got the heal. I think it would have been a heal 9. I really wanted that heal 9 to go into Fist. I'm gonna undo it, because this level's cruel. And then please do not miss. Okay, I did miss the kill. Fist, we turn this leaf into ice to move in with a frozen over and get a multi-target brittle. And then we long rest. And we will drop Lacerating Eruption. Okay. Step here, Smoldering Hatred, this Chaos Demon. Or no, Dragonfly Surge him. It's simply not amazing. Blink Blade. We're invisible. I wish I hadn't come in on Geminate. Would have been a lot better to not come in on Geminate. Do I just short rest Blink Blade? It's very possible that I do. Fist, we just need to come up here and brittle these two. So Frozen over Cold Boulder. And then I won't have an element for Geminate, which makes me want to like Seeing Stars, but that doesn't make any sense. Do I move in with Thick Frost? The problem is I'm not certain where I'm going to teleport to from this hex. I wish it would tell me which hex I would teleport to. But it doesn't matter that much unless it's this one. This one would be bad. But I can still get 1 brittle. So let's Thick Frost for the ward. And then I have 1 time token. So if I short rest, I could go Stab Them All, Twin Strike, which is just super not amazing. If I go fast, Kinetic Transfer bottom could kill this guy. Could do 1 damage into the Wind Demon, and maybe I just Reckless Augmentation him. But then I'm taking a pretty big potential hit. And I'm dealing 1 damage to myself with Reckless Augmentation, and the Wind Demon's hitting me. Does this mean that the best play for Blink Blade is to be on this Chaos Demon? Which I could do with, like, Stab Them All. But I still want Kinetic Transfer bottom to kill this Living Bones. Because nothing else kills that, and that's really nice to get. Stab Them All is what I wanted to play. But maybe we just go Reckless instead. I hope this works. Yeah, I hope this works. Advantage on Chaos Demon is very, very, very bad. My initiatives are 10, 20, 30. Okay. I think I lose a card to 6 damage at this point, and it's a ranged card that I lose. Okay, Living Bone's not attacking, so maybe instead I hit the Chaos Demon. And I could actually maybe just kill it here. That's not where you wanted to go, Blinkblade. Are we gonna get there eventually? Okay, we did get there. Make this guy suffer. It's gonna take a while for these animations to go through. But we just restart round next turn, and it fixes it. And then this guy gets poisoned. And we'll go ahead and hit him hard. Dang. Dodged my -1 time token, which would have been so good. But it doesn't give you that at advantage. I really, really, really could have used that -1 time token. Oh. Dang. I'm hoping that this guy dies. Which means that I do not... What am I attacking him for? Attacking him for 7 with advantage, so it needs a +2 to kill. Unlucky. Hopefully Fist gets in there. Where do you teleport to? Oh, I heal 9 damage and I suffer 9 damage. I think I'll just block the 9 damage, right? And then let's step here and just see what it is. I get warded, and I was already double warding myself this turn. Oh, they turn my ice. They turn my ice into wind. Oh, that's so annoying. I'll turn theirs into fire, and then now I just don't get anything out of Frozen Over. I guess I just attack this guy for 3. Now there's my bless. Oh, and I guess I just got blessed? Yeah, I just got double blessed. Maybe I still theoretically kill? Just step away from this guy. We have the fire. We still need +2 or crit. But we do have the Brittle Self. I don't know why. Oh, it was advantaged. Okay. Yeah. We can turn the leaf into, probably leaf, right? Maybe ice for the shattering blow. Or just leaf for the draw of the bedrock. Oh, I don't know how I take these guys on. They're so tanky. Leaf into... leaf. And of course he had advantage. And he doesn't even die to wound this next turn. Oh, it's so close, but it's just not... we're just not there. This guy spawning in this room was really good. And then Thick Frost or Frozen Over. I am warded, which makes me want to get back Thick Frost, I think. I don't have Ice for Frozen Over on this turn anyway. We need to restart round to fix the Blink Blade bug thing that's going on. And then Chaos Demons always do something, which means that I really want to hit this guy even if it's just for 1 damage. but obviously that's very underwhelming. I've got 2 enemies that are basically at 1 health. And then 2 full Wind Demon elites. That is so, so tough. This load is taking forever. There we go. We got there. Alright, so 2 health wounded, 1 health. Gem is now not looking pretty when it comes to stamina. And not looking pretty when it comes to a turn here. I legitimately think my turn is step here and melee attack a Living Bones. Which feels pretty rough. I think I like move 2 Thick Frost and Brittle. And then... Oh, but... I need to kill this guy, so maybe Seeing Stars bottom, move here, attack and kill, and draw off the bedrock. And Gem comes here, and we just hope to survive Wind Demons. Blink Blade has to go late, has to go slow, which makes me want to just heal off this wound. Maybe I heal it off with Twin Strike, though, to get the leaf. Yeah, because Fist's not setting leaf anymore. Okay. Move out of Living Bones is bad. Melee out of Wind Demons is really bad. Well, anything out of the Wind Demons was going to be really bad, let's be real. I don't think I can do anything besides what I was thinking here. If I go fast on Blink Blade can attack for 2 to kill this guy. My best bet would be jumping through the Chaos Beams and seeing if we can get a good effect out of them. Geminate hopefully kills this guy. I could pull in the Wind Demon and get some retaliate on him, and maybe I get a good negative effect. And I should have just gone faster on Blink Blade, which was something I had thought about, but now I pull this guy in and retaliate. And give me a really good negative effect on him. He got brittled. That's pretty good. Is there any reason not to use the leaf right here? No. This way, he, no matter what, he can't move to any of my buddies. And attack for 5 into the brittle, I think, is the best I'm going to get. Because he's going to get retaliated on. And we crit! And we crit. And he's muddled. Wow. Okay. My element for next turn. Probably Leaf for Shattering Blow. For the heal. Wow, that was a lucky turn. Speaking of lucky turn, let's not get a minus card. Okay. I will accept a crit on a 1 health enemy. And now none of my characters are in triangles, so Wind Demons will only hit the Fist, who can at least tank it a little bit. Do I Dancing Slippers to... Oh, this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3 to hit Blink Blade as well. So I will Dancing Slippers to just come right over here. I get warded. I've gotten so insanely, incredibly lucky. And then now I would rather have the regenerate, so I will twin strike. And I already got my leaf. And I get the regenerate and drive recharge. This guy gets retaliated on. Man, I still took big damage from that, even with the ward. Alright, draw of the bedrock or seeing stars. I do not have the health for seeing stars. Draw the bedrock would cost me 3. Maybe I don't have the health for either. I like shattering blow. I like shattering blow top here if I had the ice, but that's not gonna happen. Shattering blow bottom, maybe even just thick frost top. Just heal up 9. Reduce damage coming in on the turn. If I don't recover draw of the bedrock, though, how do I kill these wind demons? I believe the answer is I can't. Alright, Blinkblade. You can go fast here. Oh, but I don't have Twin Strike for the Pierce. What if I just move to rush to the end of this thing? The problem is 52 is always really slow. But I can get shield and heal. Would I rather have a heal 3 or a ward to pair with a shield 1? What I want... Dang, the Shattering Blow has actually been really underwhelming. I think it just does not work with the other cards that I've picked. I'm gonna play these and we'll figure out. I think maybe it's just big heal and hopefully 18 is fast enough. If it's not, I'm in huge trouble. Hello, no. Only the 6 starters and then the Frozen Fist and the Snowflake are available. But you cannot get both the Fist and the Snowflake in a single campaign. They're hoping to add 2 characters about every 3 months. So, they said on a live stream the other day that they're thinking it's going to be Trap and Meteor. And I believe around the end of October is when they hope we'll get, I assume, more classes and maybe like 20 more scenarios, 20 or 30. Something like that. I really, really, really want a long rest to get my Mirrored Knife Amulet of Life combo back. If the Wind Demons outspeed my Fist here, I lose the scenario. So I go at 10, and I spend my Leaf to heal with Thick Frost and reduce damage coming in. I can set Retaliate, which maybe does a little bit of damage. And then Blinkblade comes in and kills the Wind Demon late. If I go fast on Blinkblade instead, it's 22, which is still not guaranteed to be fast enough, and it would just be an attack for 5, which would also not be guaranteed to do much. Looking at my deck, there's no way to know what would be coming. If I do go fast here, then I'm stuck. Well, I'm probably stuck long resting next turn anyway, right? Maybe it's 43 out of Wind Demons and I get to go first and kill them. And that gives me the time to long rest here, and then I can disarm this guy on the following turn. Break. They outspeed me by 1. By 1! At least Fist does go first. So we will grab this Thick Frost. And I do get to retaliate on them. So we will set the retaliate. And then we just hope to survive. I don't know. Okay, we survived that. What was the thing? We got riddled. And then what? Oh no, I didn't get pulled into another one. And now Blink Blade doesn't reach. So right now, this guy's gonna run up to Fist and hit for 3. And I survive it. So do I just run for 3 across the Chaos Beam? This also puts me invisible for my long rest. Unfortunately, I just don't do very much damage. And do I do 1 or 2 Chaos Beams? I don't know. This is where I don't like having the undo function, because it makes me want to just walk into the Chaos Beam and then undo if it goes poorly. Whereas, if I were playing this on my own, I would never do that. If I were playing Tabletop Simulator. So we'll just take 1. Okay, I got muddled. Not the worst thing that could have happened. Except I have just no chance of killing this guy now. We got a time token with the muddle, though. Do I walk back through? Let's just see what happens. We spawn another Living Bones. Oh, this is so dumb. I really do not want to lose this level. Would +2 have killed? No, would have left him with 1 health. Good job, Thick Frost. Alright, Gem. Man, this is so hard to... Okay, these are melee. 4 melee cards, 5 melee cards total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ranged cards. So it doesn't matter which one I do. Mind Spike is generally pretty good. The Immobilize could save me at the end. But I'm feeling really light on cards. Maybe I need Firefly Swarm for potential positioning. And Scare of Flight is relatively not that good. Alright. It would only cost me 2 to get back draw off the bedrock. I just do not think that is feasible. Even though the initiative is really good. I did not finish the bridge level. Nope. Just can't beat it. I killed all of the enemies in 4 of the rooms. But I guess that means my attempt last night was closer. Well, both attempts, I got down to just 3 remaining enemies. But last night, I had 3 remaining enemies, and they had less health than tonight. Reckless jab into this guy, disarm him, wound him, get all that. Get everything I can there. Fist is in so much trouble here. Blink Blade can theoretically short rest. Now that I have a time token. Fist is healing. And, Fist is just, like, barely healing. Blink Blade also does not have very much stamina. I don't like where I am. So, Wind Demon will hit Gem. Is something. Let's poison wound self. and attack this guy. Oh, wait, no. I accidentally used my perk to ignore a negative condition. I will accept the wound, because I want him to have the wound, and I will accept the poison, and I will give them both to him. And I deal 1 damage. And then I remove it from myself. And now Geminate is both of their focuses. Which means Fist can step here, heal, set a cold boulder, maybe disarm the skeleton or something. Or no, +2 doesn't even kill. Rolling +1 into +2 would kill. So let's just draw that. Disarm is pretty good. I will take a disarm. Oh, and there goes my glancing potion. It's alright. This turn went just about as well as I could hope. Just about. Alright. Blinkblade is alive. I'm gonna need a drive recharge. Kinetic transfer does not help me, because it just barely doesn't kill this guy. Just barely doesn't kill him. I guess I just twin strike this turn. I need to keep my invisibility. I really want double time. I need twin strike, I need invisibility. So we'll drop kinetic transfer. And then this, I would love to be a long rest on Fist. I don't know if that's in any way realistic. I mean, I have to switch to range form here, but Geminate just simply doesn't do anything to these guys, which is kind of painful. Double time twin strike? No. Let's reckless augmentation to kill this guy, and then that means my bottom doesn't matter much. And so maybe I just heal with drive recharge. And I can potentially move here to tank the skeleton. Potentially. Then next turn, it's double time on Twin Strike into the Wind Demon. But that's just attack 3, attack 4, but it's something. This is good. It is some damage into Gem, though. Oh. Some damage into Blinkblade, I mean. And now some damage into Gem, who dodges the crit. Well done, Gem. Hopefully, Reckless Augmentation still kills this guy. And then the skeleton's not attacking, so that's good. Wait, did they go invisible? No. No, they got extra shield. Okay. A 0 kills. Okay. Oh, I totally wasted my Spyglass and a Bless. Fist got the long rest off, though. That's really good. Oh, and not only did Fist get the long rest off, but I can immobilize this skeleton for next turn. Unfortunately, it just doesn't do any damage, but I can immobilize and poison him. And it switches me to range, which is where I want to be. We recover. No. We lose Cold Boulder, I guess. It's the only card I can get back with a stamina potion. But is stamina the issue here? I'm not certain of that. I also don't know what this last room is going to look like. I'd have to check multiple pages in the section book and... Okay. Thick Frost healing is good. Frozen over brittling is good. Shattering Blow is like probably my last turn. It's like Shattering Blow with my top. Hope I kill the final target and then run off into the sunset with my bottom. Really wants a battle axe for that. I guess it's Frozen over in that case. But I don't know. I mean, if that's the wrong call, then I'm in trouble. Let's turn off their wind. And I will brittle this guy, who can hopefully take a lot of damage. Is it just, I think, Thick Frost bottom. And then I can recover Thick Frost and Thick Frost top. Then here, really, really, really not amazing damage. Maybe I just heal Fist this turn, and next turn I into my Embrace one of these guys. Blink Blade. I think I go late here, and I give myself a strengthened rush to the end. Or no, if I'm brittling, I double time Twin Strike. I Twin Strike rush to the end if I'm brittling. When in Rome, we just kill the Wind Demon here. The Wind Demon's initiative is annoying, but it's going into Fist, so I don't care that much. Oh. But then the ward goes into his... Wow, the initiatives of everything here really sucks. I actually needed to boots Geminate. Well, I can just have Geminate be what gets focused here instead of Fist, and it's fine. So I move away just so the skeleton doesn't get a chance to hit me. This means I don't lose my ward either. But it means that I didn't get the brittle on the Wind Demon, so he's not going to die here. Okay. Well, if my Glancing Potion earlier in the scenario hadn't been used on a Strengthen when it wasn't taken... Chaos Demons again. As you remember the last room, it's Chaos Demons and Skeletons. No Wind Demons? Oh, I cannot believe that missed. The worst part about it is that the Glancing Potion just automatically gets used and got used at a horrible time earlier. Actually, no, the worst part about it is that I used my Spyglass on the previous turn and drew one of my Blesses with the Spyglass. That's the worst part about it. And now Blinkblade just does not get a good turn here at all. Gem can do double attacks. Blinkblade has a horrible, horrible, horrible turn where he just hopes to not die. And Fist... I guess we're seeing stars. I don't know. Please do not show me fast Wind Demon. That's, like, equally bad. Let's see. Oh, wait. It's not that bad, actually. Because I just go here on Fist. Oh, can I not eat his wind? I don't have a way of eating his wind. So he will get to hit Blink Blade. Crit. No. Crit would have done good damage. I already know that pushing him will just summon a skeleton, so he's gonna get the wind. But yeah, no. I can't pull him away because no matter what, he sees a way to hit Blink Blade. But what if I pull him and I move? Actually. What if I run this way and I pull him into Gem? Oh, but the problem is that this will spawn the other living bones. Maybe it also kills this thing? No, it warded him. It warded him. And then I push him back through with my modifier and he dies. Alright, we're gonna have to super cheese it. It was skeleton. What was it? It was skeleton and heal. So if I attack this guy, this gets the skeleton. And does he get an attack this turn? And then here, Gem gets the ward. But Blinkblade can't go fast. So Blinkblade just has to somehow miraculously survive, and I just summoned an extra enemy. Blinkblade doesn't survive. And that is definitely not enough stamina to win. Well, we'll have to restart the round and see if there's any way to change, but man, this level is so awfully brutal. Like, I purposely did the bottom of the spire just because this one is so hard. And I even feel like I've gotten insanely lucky. That last miss was not lucky, though. And if the stupid glancing potion thing hadn't happened. So what even can I do? Not being able to eat his wind is really, really rough. I don't think there's a possible way for me to get Blinkblade out fast. Was it 37? Do I have breakneck speed if I short rest? Because that goes at, what, like 33 while slow? If I still have breakneck speed, then maybe. That would be my only hope, basically. And then I can attack this skeleton and kill. I don't. The fastest I can go is 40. That sucks so much. Alright, if I kill this guy on Fist? No. If I kill this guy on Gem quickly, and then I push away with Fist, there's no way to make Blinkblade not have to lose, I guess, double time here. And that puts me in really, really, really bad shape for the final room. I assumed you could always choose for Glancing Potion. If you can't, it's so much worse. Like, so much worse. Let's see the exact verbiage. When you reveal... Yeah, maybe it is forced. When you reveal a miss attack modifier from your attack modifier deck, treat it as a 0 instead. It doesn't say you may. It just says to do it. But that is just so much worse than I have ever played with before. And even more annoying, I attacked with advantage and I got miss and +1. And so the Glancing Potion turned the miss into a 0, and then the strengthened attack picked the +1. So I literally just lost the Glancing Potion for nothing. Let's see. I found a thread where Dwarf's talking about it. But he's answering a different question on it. I don't know. I don't see it anywhere. In the FAQ for Glancing Potion, it just says you use this potion after a miss is drawn. You do not need to announce it beforehand. This potion can be used if the modifier is flipped for a summon attack. It says can, and it's italicized, so I assume that means can and not has to. I wonder if there's any chance here if I just do the Shattering Blow loss if I kill. I don't think so, because I don't have the ice for the brittle. But I would get attack 3, attack 8. If it crits, it could. But then I would only have 4 cards left on Fist, and that doesn't sound like a good place to be. Yeah, this would have to crit, and it doesn't. If I had just had the ice. Maybe this is a crit? No, kind of the opposite. That's so much damage. Well, I guess we can go look at the final room. Can't believe how much of a pain these wind demons have turned into. And I don't think that coming back here and just not doing that attack, not doing that loss, I don't think that'll make a difference. Long rest here. I guess I go fast here. I need to just kill this thing and then just move in and go invisible. But then I can't even go late while invisible next turn. We'll just go late, run in and hit. Oh, unreal. Well, I don't even get to go in. Man, I hate wind demons. No health on anybody. I wonder if I needed to play breakneck speed before coming in. It probably would have helped, but it just doesn't feel... It felt really sketchy to try to play it. Oh, I should have stamina potioned Cold Boulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's got to be a melee card that goes. And Gem is the only one who's healthy at all. Oh. I didn't realize that recovering that would kill me. Recover it to lose it. I really should have stamina potioned it. Alright, well, we lost. Even with some really good luck in some places, too. Alright, I guess Gem goes in. Fist goes in late. And Blinkblade long rest? No, Blinkblade can't long rest because a skeleton's gonna spawn. So Blinkblade goes in late, and we just need to kill this room in one turn. Oh, I went fast instead of slow. Alright, we got a skeleton, and we got a ward. Is this the, That's the suffer. The next one's the heal, though. And there is one wind demon. But it's a normal instead of an elite, which is way more manageable. Dang, where are all these curses coming from? And Geminate gets absolutely demolished by the everythings. Wow, this level. Oh. Oh, it was quantum uncertainty, so a miss is a crit. I like that card. It's fun. I got strengthened. And I got wounded. Don't mind that. Let's kill this wind demon. Ow. Ow. Stop, he's already dead. And that's the loss. Oh, that's just mean that the game doesn't even end it. Why is it letting me switch forms? I didn't just long rest. Oh, Fist is too weak. Fist is really, really good as an early game brittle support. But Fist is really, really bad if you like need it to do anything. I don't know. It might just be that I don't have the right partners for it. I mean, because I love playing Fist with pushing and pulling and stuff. But, like, as it is, it just feels like there's such little damage output. All I can accomplish is brittling with when I have my elements, and that's not... You know, it definitely works better with Banner. Man, that's a nice turn, though. And I'm making a lot of elements. I'm sorry, Fist. Oh, we got a random item. Now is it going to... Okay. So instead of making me lose the scenario last time, it allowed me to change change whether I was ranged or melee mode on Geminate. Blink Blade's 1 experience point away from level 9. That's hilarious. Alright, well, I'm going to bed. I don't think... Haven't theory crafted a good use of that item. Is it... I got attacked again. I swear my thing is messed up and I only ever get attacked. I didn't make a soldier. I assume you can just... You can reuse the winged... You can reuse it multiple times, right? Who got him? After your melee attack. Oh, the target loses flying. What even are those symbols? I assume the checkmark means it's recoverable. I don't think I haven't even built the building. I was short on resources. Now I can start to build. My logging camp got destroyed, but I don't have anything. I mean, I've literally been attacked every single week for like 10 weeks in a row. I have 0 morale, 0 inspiration. It's recoverable, and the effect when applied is permanent. I mean, Meteor could use it. Trap theoretically could use it. I would much rather just take shields on Trap than winged clippers. But you definitely don't want it on Snowflake. But I mean, it would really help into into like ice wraiths for Meteor. I'm trying to think of what I've used in my hand slot on Meteor. I know the last one I was running, I took the gloves that when something attacks you, or when something moves next to you, you get to perform an attack on them. And that was really good. Because Meteor has like rolling pushes, and so I would strengthen that attack, and somehow I just always drew the push and would just push something away right when it got to me. Man, I just have no items available. No good items available. And no resources, because my town is always destroyed. And no soldiers. Six wood to upgrade this? That's so crazy. Who's just running around with 6 wood? Yeah, my wall also just needs wood. and has none. It's impossible. The game is impossible. What happens when you cause an enemy to lose flying when they're flying over an object? Like an obstacle? I don't think anything happens. But I think if they're over a trap, they spring the trap. And if they're over a hazard, they spring the hazard. Pretty sure. Alright, well, I'm going to bed. We'll get to try the enhancer next time, but I feel like I just have to get Fist out of this party to have any chance. I feel like he makes it too hard. I don't know. I will think about it, and I will see people later. Probably not tomorrow, though. I have work, and I know I'm going to be tired after. Have a good night.